She still told Brad she loved him as they were loading her into the ICE van. Deporting your wife just to own the libs. Holy shit. Honey, yes, I heard you the first time. The pillows at Guantanamo suck, okay? Honey, you're being a bit hysterical. Not everything's about you. God, think of how much this will piss off all those tampon-loving soy boy beta male libtards.
What is good, people, and welcome on another episode. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. And if you are joining for the very first time, thank you so much for being here today. We have a MAGA supporter, a Trump supporter who is currently mad at Trump for what happened to his wife when they were coming back from their honeymoon. One of the rules that Trump is putting in place is catching up on him, and he's not happy and he's so angry at Trump right now. Basically, he just got married to his immigrant woman, and you guys that went on their honeymoon while coming back were arrested by ICE, and the wife was detained. He didn't even have an idea of where they took his wife. Like, let's just start from that side. He has no idea where they took his wife, and he said the situation is just a very terrible one. Now he's mad at Trump, and on top of that, his wife has overstayed her welcome. Her documents are expired. She had overstayed in the United States, so that is already illegal because they just got married and he is a US citizen. I think he thought maybe it was not going to affect them, but he's in his hefty moment now because yes, Trump is doing one of the things that he promised that he was going to do, which is mass deportation. But one thing he wasn't sure of was the fact that it was going to be him and it was going to affect him. So now he's angry at Trump. Without wasting much time, let's get into it.
A Trump voter is now in the find out phase as his wife is sitting in an ICE detention center ready to be deported. Now meet Bradley Bartell and his wife Camilla. There they are, the happy couple just married. Now he voted for Donald Trump even though his wife was here illegally. She originally came on a visa, but she overstayed that visa. And he supported Donald Trump despite his policies to deport people. Now he thought it would be somebody else, but on return from their honeymoon in Puerto Rico, ICE picked her up because she was on a database for overstaying her visa. And of course, these people are just beside themselves. They didn't think this would happen to them. They thought it would be the others. They thought Camilla would get to stay because she was originally vetted for a visa. She was working, she had a W-2, and she paid taxes. They thought she would be the last one in the clubhouse who could pull up the ladder and prevent everybody else from coming in. But now they're in the find out phase. And he is upset. He calls the conditions she's in terrible. They can't believe they would do this to somebody. Well, he was ready for it to happen to somebody else. And welcome to the find out phase.
Y'all heard about that newly married couple? White man married his Latina wife. They went off on their vacation. I forget where they vacationed. They came back into the country and she was detained by ICE. She was applying for citizenship or she was in the process of it. But yeah, they detained her. And then for days, he had no idea what had happened to her. Yeah. And then I guess she got her phone call and she reached out to him, and that's when he found out that she was detained by ICE and she's somewhere in Louisiana. This them child. Don't they look happy? Happy and love. He's a single father, and so his son has pretty much adopted her as his mother, and the son is going through it. The husband is going through it. She's going through it, sleeping on the floor in a cell out there in Louisiana. She don't know what's going on. She ain't going before no judge. She ain't seen no lawyer. And now, of course, he voted for Trump. Now he's mad with Trump. Why you mad with Trump? Trump told you he was going to do this. None of this should have been a shocker to you. Trump told you that he was going to do the biggest mass deportation that this country has ever seen, and that it could be get bloody. So yeah, and then all over the news it was being suggested for people to not leave the country if you are not a United States citizen, because you may have some problems getting back in. Not only will you not get back in, you might get arrested. But now he's mad with Trump. See, it was all fun and games during the campaign. All of the nasty, the vile talk that was surrounding deportations. Remember at the RNC, they all were holding up their signs, mass deportation now. Remember that? It was all fun and games then. And it was especially funny because you thought that it was going to happen to other people. I don't know what y'all thought. Y'all thought that y'all vote was really going to exclude y'all from the heinousness, the vileness, and the violence of Donald Trump's presidency. Don't be mad with Trump now, because he told y'all what he was going to do. And y'all was singing, I will vote for Donald Trump. Remember? Oh, let me get my video.
I will vote for Donald Trump. Let's go. Latino for Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Bueno, señoras y señores, everybody, let's sing this song, everybody, together, okay? I need you loud, because I want to Trump.
Yeah, y'all was singing and dancing then, and now you crying now. Yeah, I don't have no sympathy for you.
This is definitely one of the most frustrating articles I think I have read in my entire life. He voted for Trump. Now his wife sits in an ICE detention center. This man and his wife were honeymooning in Puerto Rico, and on their way back into the mainland United States, they were stopped. Specifically, the wife was stopped by immigration agent, and he asked, are you an American citizen? She said no, because she wasn't. She is from Peru. But the thing is, her and her husband have been taking all of the legal steps so that she can get her U.S. citizenship. You know, she's been paying taxes here. She's married to an American citizen. But that didn't stop ICE. As you can see here, they were wearing their wedding rings on the flight home, secure in the knowledge that the U.S. government knew they had applied for her green card. The crime that she had committed was that she had overstayed her original visa, but they reasoned she had been vetted from the start and worked on a W-2 and paid her taxes. And this is the part right here that just drives me nuts. Before the agents led her away, she pulled her wedding ring off, afraid it might get confiscated, so she shoved it into her backpack and handed it to her husband. And then he shook his head as he watched her disappear, and he thought, what the fuck do I do? What do you mean, what do you do? You voted for this. This is your fault. The only thing that you can do is try building a time machine, going back in time, and slapping the past version of yourself for voting for that terrible human being. And I just want you guys to check out this list of other hardened criminals who are having to deal with being detained by ICE. Yeah, ICE is really cracking down on all of these hardened criminals. Thank God.
Peruvian woman marries a Trump supporter named Brad. And she can't vote because not a citizen. Brad voted for Trump. And despite this morning, she still told Brad she loved him as they were loading her into the ICE van. Deporting your wife just to own the libs. Holy shit. Honey, yes, I heard you the first time. The pillows at Guantanamo suck, okay? Honey, you're being a bit hysterical. Not everything's about you. God, think of how much this will piss off all those tampon-loving soy boy beta male libtards. Of course I still love you, honey. Remember our vows? Till ICE do us part? Does that mean nothing to you? And Brad, by the way, still doesn't regret his vote. Like, MAGAs will call liberals cucks, then turn around and trade their wives for a lottery ticket to gargle an 85-year-old morbidly obese politician's balls.
So I have one question. Why is it? I've been seeing a lot of couples that are like multiracial couples, you know, it'd be a white man and like Indian woman, or a Indian man with a white woman, or a black man with a whatever. You know, someone that's immigrated here. Basically, their family or their culture was not indigenous to the United States. Why is it that those people in relationships with people that immigrated to the country cannot uphold policies that allow for immigration? I literally don't Donald Trump, your wife, these people that are not Americans by birth, why is it that you can be married to someone that is not American? You can accept them, but you cannot accept anyone else immigrating here. Make it make sense. I don't understand. I saw a couple. There's a white man and a woman that came from Peru. I'm gonna tag their picture up here somewhere. And his wife got deported. She's in a jail cell right now. But he voted for Donald Trump. Please, somebody make it make sense. I don't understand. Please, somebody break it down for me. Break it down. I don't understand. Why is it okay for you to have your wife, but other people can't have theirs? Why is it okay for you to have your family, but people cannot have theirs? The level of indecency and just other isms, it's not me. It's not mine. So it's okay. You can rough up, you can ostracize, you can block other people from coming. But when it's my family, when it's my wife, oh, they're allowed to come. It can't be both ways. You either accept immigrants or you don't. You either accept people that love each other and want to get married to each other, or you don't. I don't get it. Make it make sense.
He is mad, angry at Trump for doing what he said he was going to do before he was even elected in, before they were carrying that sign and cheering him up and supporting him. His wife can't even vote. He's the one that can, do the votes. Now I'm always thinking, especially those ones that have relationship with people that might probably be affected by this man being the president. Like whenever they are having their FAFO moment, I always ask myself if they didn't get to see the 2025 Project 2025, or they saw it and thought it was not something that was going to affect them, or it was something that was not going to come close to them or their family, or they just decided to be like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. If it affects us, fine. If it doesn't, then that's okay. Like, because I really want to know. Now he's hungry. When he said he's going to do a mass deportation, like, you voted for this person. Now you're hungry that they're doing what they said they were going to do. Like, at least at the end of the day, if anyone is voting for any candidate, they support what they are proposing to the people. And you should be happy he's doing what he said he wants to do as a supporter, because you are a supporter. Other people are allowed not to be happy with what they are doing, but you as a supporter should be able to be happy with whatever the person you support is doing. This FAF moment, like I said, I do not see it ending anytime soon. And yes, you guys, it is getting real for so many of them, because so many of them who thinks they are not going to be affected, they are being affected big mad. Maybe he secretly wanted to get rid of his wife. I mean, he hated her crimes, so using Trump's logic, he should be deported to, even though he is an American citizen. I think maybe he thought that him being an American citizen and both of them being married is not going to make the situation affect his wife. I think that is what is going through this man's head, because that is the only reason why this lady herself is going to have the audacity to leave the country knowing fully well that you have an expired document and you have overstayed your welcome in that same country. And you know there are laws and rules guiding everything. This one said, I sprained my ankle trying to step onto the side of the sympathy portion of this argument. He's asking why they would do that and calling the situation terrible. But you voted for this, so it's not terrible. Like, it's really not terrible, right? This other one said, this is MAGA. They don't care about the women in their lives. Unbelievable. Now he's mad at Trump. Why are you mad? Even aside from who you voted for, your person, your wife, has an expired document. They have overstayed their welcome. Like, what were you expecting to happen? Like, what miracle was going to happen? They were going to check. You were going to, like, pass the immigration. They will check. Surprise is shocked that his wife was detained. On top of that, this man didn't even know where his wife was until a few days after. And then she called and said she's in Louisiana. Like, how crazy and how bad can the situation be? And the lady, the woman, loving someone who means no well for our own type of people is insane. Let me hear what you guys think about this FA moment. I am going to catch you guys in the next one.